Hello guys, it's Owen from Suave Production, and today I'm here to do a podcast evaluation about what I learned from media and technology. So one of the questions is, what have you learned about technology from the process of constructing these products? Well, I learned that technology the technology we used wasn't really hard in the film we made. To be honest, um, there were many basic things such as the camera, the the editing softwares, the photoshops. Those were quite easy, but at first they were hard. At first they were very hard to use. Especially the editing software. That was really hard because it's something new. Because I'd never seen a layout like that, and it was hard to find everything. Usually I'm just used to using Windows Movie Maker, which is very basic. But Adobe Premiere Pro was very hard as there was already sequence and then editing at the top and everything. It was just so different to me. The technologies we used were camera, tripod, memory stick, which was an SD card, and a USB, which we would save the video clips onto, and then from there import it to the iMac, which was another technology we used. iMac. We used it. I think I mentioned tripod, which would hold the camera up. Um, then we had software such as Adobe Photoshoot, Adobe Premiere Pro, which was the editing software what we used to edit videos. The um, photo shoot thing would edit photos. So we also used what else did we use? Yeah, I think that's all we used to be honest. PowerPoints and Prezis, which we used for the coursework to make documents about stuff. So we would make PowerPoints about certain technologies we used and filming industries and stuff, and then we would upload that onto Blogger, which Blogger, another media thing we used for the media course. So we did use social networking websites such as YouTube. Yeah. Um, Before I picked media, I had never used a Blogger. I'd never used a camera. Well, I've used a camera, but I've never ever used a tripod before, which was actually quite easy to use. Um, Everything else I've used before, because I've recorded videos for people before with cameras and used SD cards and used USB like every day in school. Um, but the editing software and the photo booth thing, um, the Photoshop thing, I'd never used before. And to be honest, I still don't know how to use that Photoshop thing. It's quite hard, but someday I guess I will learn how to use it. Um, Most of the equipment and softwares we used for the media were actually very easy to learn how to use, such as the tripod. The editing software took me 2 lessons. 2 lessons. I knew how to use it properly, so I knew where everything was, how to find something, like how to do slides. Transitions. I knew how to do everything. I had sequences. It wasn't that hard to use. Prezi, up until to this day, I still don't know how to use Prezi, which is basically another PowerPoint, but because I didn't usually do all the Prezi slides or all the Prezi presentations. I just did the PowerPoint ones, which I found very easy. But I guess I will learn how to use Prezi one day because from what I've seen, it looks like a good program to use. Um, when it came to oh, did I think making film would be this much work. I didn't know it would be. I didn't know there would be so much work to do. I mean, we had to write out scripts, plan days for filming, which was when it came to days of filming, that was really stressful because the weather really interrupted the filming day. So if it rained on one day, we had to postpone the day of filming, and there were days when group members couldn't make it, which made it really difficult because then there's a day which you can't make it after that day which they couldn't make it, and everything just became stressful. But in the end, we did manage to find a good day to film, or good days to film, and yeah, we got everything done. We didn't know that there would be. We also had to do blog posts during the recording, which was a surprise to us, and so we had to split the work. So two people would work on the film, and two people would work on the blog post, or maybe three people work on the film, and one does the blog post, or sometimes we'll just all do it at home after lesson. It wasn't really a lot of work. Well, the blog posts were quite a lot, but to be honest, there were things that you could have just got done at home, simple. To be honest. What are the key skills needed to be a successful filmmaker? Key skills. What are the key skills? To be honest, it's quite a difficult question. Key skills needed to be successful filmmaker. Key skills. You just to be successful at filmmaking, you just need to have knowledge of it and experience. Taking this course now would probably help me in future if it came to filmmaking. You need to be good with technology, so you need to be good at using cameras and editing softwares. And if you're not good at that, then you're not going to be a good filmmaker. Also, you need to have the ideas for a film. Our film, at first it was alright, and then the film really gets confusing towards the end because that idea that we used wasn't really good towards the end, which really messes the film up, I guess. What are you best at in the filmmaking process? Oh, editing. Yeah, editing. Definitely editing. At first, editing software looked completely different to me because I told you I'm used to using Windows Movie Maker. Yeah, using it in other subjects such as ICT all the time. So I'm used to editing. But once I got to know the Adobe Premiere Pro, I was good at it. And I guess I would do most of the film editing when it came to lesson time and at home. What was I worst at? Cameraman. Well, actually, I was pretty good at doing cameraman. I guess it's just the blog posts we had to do. I wasn't really worst at anything, but I was pretty much good at everything, I guess. Do you think you would continue this sort of work? Ooh, yeah, I guess I'll continue. I mean, this is really an interesting course, and the work you get is really interesting, except for the blog posts you have to do. That's quite long. I mean, it just adds extra work to what you have to do already. I mean, you have to go shoot the film, and then you have to edit the film, and then you got to do blog posts. You have to do all of that together, which is really stressful. And what are your thoughts about working in teams? It's really fun working in teams, but as I said earlier on in this video, that there's just times when teammates can annoy you days of filming, and sometimes they might be lazy and they want to do this, or they don't want to do this today, want to do it another day, and then they just stops you from doing what you wanted to do if you had plans as well. So but I would still work in teams, but just make sure you get the right guys in it. What is key to making a team work? What is key? Communication. You should all be. If you're all close friends, then that's good because that means you'll be good with working together. Whereas if you're working with strangers, I mean, it'll be difficult because you guys won't really know each other. And I guess you should get to know each other if you are gonna work with strangers. But another key to making a good team is well, I guess communication is good. Yeah, I'm just gonna say communication. To be honest, um, yeah, communication. Looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learned in the progression from it to the full product? To be honest, preliminary task is when we started all the recording and all the editing, and that's when I started getting used to all of this filming and the editing and the recording, cameraman. That's when I started getting used to all of it, and I learned a lot. Really learned a lot. Like in terms of learning how to record, getting the right camera shots and angles, um, how to position tripods, position cameras, how to, and especially when it came to editing, I knew how to edit stuff out. You know, when it came to like cropping out scenes and yeah, just cropping out scenes, removing unnecessary sounds. You could do that. I just learned a lot from it. Friends. That's mainly what I've learned. You know, it's just the camera shots and angles and how to use stuff. Mainly how to use stuff and how to do stuff. That's mainly what I've learned because as I said before, everything else I've done before from previous years and previous courses when it comes to recording. But when it comes to recording with the type of camera we used, which was a HD camera, I'm not really used to using those cameras. I use like mobile phones and digital cameras, not that type of recording camera. Yeah, so I guess that's it from me. Suave Productions, and I'm out.